Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today, as you can tell from the title, I'm going to be going over my Halloween Kills predictions.
Teach me about fucking style.
Okay, so basically, before I get into my predictions, I want to first, go over the teaser trailer that we got. So how I'm going to do this is I'm just going to put pictures up of the specific, not even scenes, shots that I'll be talking about. I'm not going to go like frame by frame through the entire teaser. I'm just going to talk about the things that I found were like most important, and then we'll get into my Halloween Kills predictions. And just a warning, this video is probably going to be kind of long because I kind of have a lot to talk about for Halloween Kills, but yeah. The first big thing that I noticed in the teaser trailer was that shot of Hawkins lying in the road. And some people said they could even see him breathing. I couldn't see that. I couldn't tell. But I do feel like he is still alive, because I feel like why else would they put him in the teaser trailer, you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like that's really foreshadowing. Like, if he wasn't still alive, I just feel like they wouldn't put him in the trailer at all, you know what I mean? So, yeah, which I'm happy that he's still alive, but obviously, like, it's not like he's gonna be a main character in Halloween Kills if he is still alive because of his condition, obviously. Okay, I'm gonna skip to, the last thing we see in the last shot we see in the teaser, which is the side of Michael's face. And a lot of people are saying, oh, it doesn't even look burnt, but it does. It looks like a tiny bit burnt on the side that we do see, but you can see like the start of the other side of his mask. You can tell that it looks crispy and burnt, so his mask is going to be burnt, obviously. I want to get into the part with Laurie, Karen, and Allison in the truck. Like, after the first time I watched the trailer, I just automatically thought, oh yeah, that's like the very first scene of the movie, you know what I mean? Like, it picks up right where Halloween 2018 left off on. And, you know, the fire trucks are going towards Laurie's house. Okay, so now I'm gonna get into my actual, Halloween Kills predictions. I was kind of debating on how I wanted to structure this, like if I just wanted to go through and say just how I think the movie's gonna go in general, you know what I mean? Or if I wanted to kind of structure it like I talk about each main character and talk about their role specifically. So I kind of just think I'm gonna do both. So I might be a little bit all over the place and go on a couple of rants. So obviously the main thing that people are saying is, okay, this light is not focusing. Obviously this movie is called Halloween Kills, which automatically indicates that it's going to be a lot more violent and gory than Halloween 2018 was. And from what I'm hearing, the body count is the highest body count in any Halloween movie. So it's gonna be, the violence is gonna be really intense, a lot more intense than Halloween 2018. Which I am happy about, for the most part. I just don't want them to take it too far. So yeah, so, I mean, that's not even really a prediction, that's just basically, like, and it doesn't take, a genius to figure that out and know that this movie's gonna be a lot more violent, like I said, just because of the title of the movie. Okay, so how I'm gonna do this is I'm just gonna go ahead and get into, the returning characters that are returning from 1978, and then I'll get into Karen and Allison, and then I'll probably talk about Michael and Laurie last. Okay, so from everything I've heard, Tommy is going to have a really big role in this movie. Like, he's going to be a main character, if not like the main character of this movie, and I am really excited about that. I honestly don't think he's dying. I think he is going to make it to Halloween Ends. I know that's a bold prediction, but, and that is just kind of me hoping. Okay, now let's get into Lindsay. So I just want to say that I am much more excited to see Tommy than Lindsay, just because Tommy is just more intriguing. He's a more intriguing character to me because he's more important to the overall story than Lindsay is. I'm not saying I'm not excited that Lindsay's gonna be in the movie, because I am, but honestly, I don't really know what to predict with her. Do I think she's gonna survive or not? I honestly have no idea. For some reason, I just don't see her making it to Ends. I mean, I don't know though, because I'm also predicting a major character death that pretty much everyone's predicting. It's not even really a spoiler because it's not that hard to guess, but I'll get into that in a little bit. But just keeping the focus on Lindsay, I think she might die. I'm not 100% sure. She could live. It's kind of almost like 50-50 in my head. I'm just gonna have to, obviously when the movie comes out, see what happens with her. But as far as now, I really don't know what to predict with her. Okay, so now I want to talk about, we can talk about Marion. I'm excited that she's returning as well. I think her character is going to be very interesting, and she's probably going to have some things to say about Dr. Loomis, and especially Michael. She might be able to give us some insight to stuff we don't know about. Not too much insight, but I am really intrigued to see what she has to say and what she knows. Okay, let's get into Brackett. Now, I don't think he's going to have a very big role in this movie, obviously mainly because of his age. Yeah, he's probably gonna die, just because, like I said, of his age, and he's not gonna have a big role like Tommy or Lindsay or Karen or Allison, or you know what I mean. So, yeah. Okay, now I want to get into, okay, I guess I'll talk about Cameron first. So, I did not like Cameron at all in Halloween 2018. I don't think a lot of people did. He just seems, I don't know, even before he got into that fight with Allison at the dance, he just didn't do anything for me. I mean, I didn't hate him, but it was just like, you know what I mean. I just didn't care for him at all. And from what I've heard, apparently his character is a lot better in Halloween Kills, and by better I mean like more likable, and hopefully he'll have some character development, which I'm glad to hear that, but honestly I just don't care enough about him. So whether he has character development and has this big amazing arc, or whether he dies in the first scene of the movie, I could care less, honestly, and to be completely honest, like, the main reason why they brought him back for Kills is obviously because his dad is Lonnie, and I'm gonna get into Lonnie now. So I'm really interested about Lonnie's character and to see kind of where he is in life right now, and I'm also really interested in the flashback that he's in that I'll talk about later. But yeah, I'm really interested to see what happens with him. I'm gonna assume that, you know, he's not in the best place in life and things haven't gone too well for him, but I also am really hoping that there's an intriguing dynamic between him and Tommy, and I hope they kind of make up or whatever, you know what I mean, by the end of the movie. Oh yeah, and Cameron. I do think that Cameron's gonna die. I mean, I don't see him making it to ends because there's no reason for him to make it to ends, honestly, unless something really drastic happens with him in Halloween Kills. Still, I think he should die, and I think that Lonnie's going to die too. So, I know I'm already predicting. Yeah, I'm predicting that Brackett, Cameron, and Lonnie are gonna die, and I know that's already 3 characters, but you guys have to remember that this movie is called Halloween Kills, and there are going to be, especially side characters, killed off, not just random people, and 1 or 2 major people will be killed off. Okay, I want to get into Dr. Loomis now. So, and this isn't a spoiler, this has been circulating the internet for a while now, so it's not a surprise. Dr. Loomis will be in flashbacks, and again, from what I've heard, you do actually see him. It's not just his voice, but so I find that really interesting. Yeah, so I can't wait to see what they do with Loomis and the flashback. Oh yeah, Karen and Allison. Okay, I want to get into Allison first. Allison is obviously not dying in this movie. I honestly don't think she's dying in Ends either. I think she's going to be our new final girl. That doesn't mean I think that Laurie's gonna die. Not in this movie, at least. That doesn't automatically mean that at all. Yeah, Allison is going to survive Halloween Kills, and I think she's going to play a big role in the movie, along with Tommy, Lindsay, Karen, and everyone else. And like I mentioned in my Halloween 2018 review, I do really like Allison as a character, but I just think she didn't have enough to do in Halloween 2018, so I'm really excited to see her develop more in Halloween Kills. Okay, so I want to talk about Karen, and then I'll talk about Laurie. So, Karen is the character I was talking about earlier when I was talking about Lindsay and I kind of got off track. Yeah, I'm predicting that Karen is dying, but not like at the beginning or even the middle of the movie. I think Karen is dying at the very end, and I think the movie could possibly even end with her dying. And honestly, well, you guys know how I feel about Karen. I talked about her in my Halloween 2018 review. I didn't care for her at all in Halloween 2018. I didn't hate her, but, you know, I just didn't like the way she treated Laurie. But I really hope, and I do think that she's gonna have a really good character development. Yeah, I just hope that her arc really ends up being something great. And I really do hope that I end up liking her a lot more in this movie than I did in Halloween 2018. And I really think that I will. Yeah, I mean, I'm not 100% sure that she dies, but if I had to take a wild guess, I'd say, yeah, it makes sense to her character arc, because a lot of people think that she should have died at the end of Halloween 2018. And if they never planned on making another movie after Halloween 2018, then maybe she should have. But since they probably already knew that they were going to make a sequel to Halloween 2018, I'm sure that's why they did save her character. But yeah, I do think she's dying in this movie. Okay, so I want to get into Laurie. So some of this stuff I'm saying is going off of a lot of things I've heard, which I was already predicting this anyways. Like, this does not come as a surprise to me at all that Laurie is going to be in the hospital the majority of this movie, obviously because of her injuries. She's going to be in the hospital the majority of this movie, probably until the very end. So she's not going to be out there fighting, trying to find Michael with Tommy, Lindsay, Karen, Allison, the rest of them, because she's going to be in the hospital. I do think that she will somehow be out of the hospital by the end of the movie, but she's definitely going to take a backseat in this movie, which I completely understand. I could get into a whole rant, but I'm not going to. I'll save that for another video. Obviously, that disappointments me a little bit because of how much I love Laurie, but at the same time, I completely understand. If I had to choose between her dying in Halloween Kills or her resting in Halloween Kills and just not getting a lot of screen time so that she can be back and ready in Halloween Ends, I definitely obviously choose for her to just take the backseat in this movie, let the other character shine, and then come back full force in Halloween Ends, which is what's gonna happen. She's not dying in this movie. I know a lot of people, like, more than I thought, a lot of people were predicting that Laurie's dying in this movie, and I'm like, okay, whether you like her character or not is irrelevant. That's just not, it wouldn't make any sense to the story at all to kill off Laurie in Halloween Kills. It just wouldn't. So, and I'm really excited to see Michael in this movie. Like I said, this movie is a lot more brutal than Halloween 2018. I'm kind of nervous, actually, just from everything I've heard about this movie and my own predictions. I'm really nervous about a lot of things, but hopefully it just ends up being an amazing movie, and I really think that it will be. Okay, let's get into the flashback. So apparently there is more than one flashback, but one of the flashbacks, I don't know if it's the first one or not, is like around 10 minutes long, apparently. And at first I was like, that's insane for like a flashback to be that long, but it all depends on what they do with it. And the other flashback apparently is a lot shorter, but I wonder if both flashbacks take place in Halloween in 1978, or only the longer one does, and the shorter flashback takes place at a different time. I'm not sure. So yeah, I pretty much covered everything, or at least the main things. Oh yeah. Okay, so as far as returning characters go, obviously Dr. Loomis was one of the surprise characters that was returning, but it's not a surprise anymore because everyone knows he's gonna be in the flashbacks now. Yeah, I want to talk about this so-called mystery person, we'll call him or her, but I'm pretty damn sure it's a him. And this character was not in Halloween 2018. I mean, I don't know who the fuck this character is, but apparently, from what I'm gathering, this character was possibly in the original Halloween or mentioned in Halloween. I have 3 guesses on who I think it is. I don't know if I want to, okay, I guess. Okay, the first person that I thought it was or could be, is Ben Tramer. And if you guys don't remember who Ben Tramer is, he's the one in Halloween 2 who got killed because they thought he was Michael. But also, if you remember from the first movie, Laurie is talking to Annie, and they're talking about the dance, I think, and Annie says something like, oh, so-and-so could take you, or you could go so-and-so, and she's like, actually, I'd rather go with Ben Tramer, or she says something along those lines. It's just like a thing that Laurie has this big crush on him in Halloween. And also, in Halloween 2018, if you remember when she was talking to Aaron and Dana, she said that she had 2 ex-husbands, and I honestly thought from the minute that this movie was announced that we would meet one of Laurie's ex-husbands, and I feel like if we don't, that'll kind of be disappointing, honestly, and kind of like a missed opportunity in my opinion. But if it's not him, then some people have been speculating that it's Paul, which is Annie's boyfriend from Halloween, but we never actually get to see him. She just talks to him on the phone and then Michael kills her. Maybe it's him and he comes back, which would be very interesting, I guess, but I don't know what purpose he would really serve to the story that they're telling, so I don't know what the odds are when it comes to him. And the last person, which I didn't even consider until some people started talking about it, I don't know how or why, but apparently some people think it could be Judith Meyer's boyfriend from 1963, and that would be very interesting. Yeah, so those are the 3 characters that I think it could possibly be. I think it's going to be one of them. Either way, that's going to be very interesting. I mean, I could be completely wrong, and it could be someone completely different, but that's just kind of the feeling I get, that it's one of the 3 of them. Alright, well, this video is pretty damn long, so yay to me for editing. Alright, so thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on my post notifications, and I will see you guys next Friday. Bye.